All right, you guys want to get into college? Let's get into college football.
Yeah,
right?
while Cody's here, let's get into college football.
Let's get into college football. So I picked the top. Well, I picked 5 games, but I threw OU's game in there because of the situation that we have going on. Right.
Right.
I mean, let me go down the list here. New QB, new coach, new OC, new DC. What more could you want? No, half of the returning offense is coming back. We lost a quarter of our defense. I mean, so they're here. Let's get it up. Here's the top 6 games going into college football this week.
Oh, you didn't put OSU on here?
No, because if Cody was going to join today, I would have.
Oh wait, they play on a Thursday.
Logan's bricked up, dude.
Not on the Saturday, eh?
Yeah, they play tomorrow on a Thursday because they don't deserve
There
to
is
play
a.
on Saturday.
Have you seen the schedule? There is a shit ton of games Thursday. Like it's crazy. Like there's a lot of games.
Yeah,
well, we got the top 6 out of the whole schedule for this weekend. Here we go. West Virginia versus Pitt. Pitt is favored 7.5. I'm gonna give you guys a couple notes. JT Daniels transferred to West Virginia
yeah.
And Keaton
Yep.
Slovis transferred to Pittsburgh. Both are former players at the University of USC. So we have a reunion match here. And Keaton Slovis is going with his OC that is now coaching at Pittsburgh. So this is pretty nice game. Pittsburgh's favored 7.5. Seth, where are you going?
I'm going to take West Virginia to cover. I don't think JT Daniels is an amazing quarterback, but I think he's got the talent. West Virginia, Pitt, in my opinion, lost too much. They lost Jordan Addison to the transfer portal to go to USC. They lost Kenny Pickett, who was a first-round draft pick. I don't really know much about Pitt's roster, but losing your star quarterback and your star receiver in the same year, that's going to be rough. So I'm going to take West Virginia to cover. No money line, to give me the cover on 7.5.
Barrett, where are you going here?
I like Pitt here. I don't think they'll cover though. I think it'll be closer. But is that in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, it's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what do they call them? The Yinzas. They're going to be
down there in Yinzer County.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty fired up. You know, Kenny Pickett's probably going to be at the game. He's going to fire the crowd up. West Virginia's going to come out. I think they'll be tough. I don't think Pitt beats them by 7-5 though. So, but I like Pitt to not cover.
All right. I'm going West Virginia. I think JT Daniels is a big fucking deal at West Virginia right now. He is going to turn that program around. I mean, you got to remember he led Georgia to a national championship. Didn't get it. He didn't win it, and then he rode the pine as they went to another national championship behind Ben last year because JT was there his freshman year. Led them there that freshman year. I think Jay's the real deal at West Virginia, and he's going to take them to a top 10 ranking to finish the season, and it's probably going to be like a West Virginia versus OU in the Big 12.
What the fuck?
What?
Wow.
That's out of left field. Like West Virginia is not, in my opinion, they're not going to be that good, Vince.
I think they're fast. West Virginia is always fast. They haven't had a quarterback in the past couple of years to make them elite. Mm-hmm. They build roster. They build their rosters around speed. If you can get a quarterback who can place that ball down there,
right, Cody?
There it is. Yeah. Well, Cody is definitely not going to be. All right. We'll move on to UTEP versus Oklahoma. This is obviously going to be a blowout, but let me give you guys a couple tips before we move
it's El
on.
Paso down there. They're a proud, program down there in UTEP.
Yeah. Picked up a W in week 0. UTEP did.
Yep,
actually, I'm just kidding. I think they lost.
They did lose.
Clowns.
But OU is rolling into this game with a new quarterback, a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator, a new defense coordinator. OU being ranked 9 is the lowest preseason ranking since 2015. Or ranked 19th. OU finished 4th that season.
Let me just jump right in. real quick, Barrett. I don't want to cut anybody off.
Oh, go ahead.
The second thing you said right there is the most important thing that could have came out of your mouth, and it's the new head coach. Okay, Brent Venables. This team is going to be like no other team you've seen in the last 10 years from Oklahoma. Okay, they're stronger, they're faster, they're playing more physicality on both sides of the ball. You got the air raid system coming on the O side, and the defense is going to knock your block off if you come over the middle. And that, we're going to play some defense this year. I think it all starts with Brent Venables, and that was what a hire for Oklahoma, by the way. And I know I'm just over here going on, but Oklahoma easily covers the spread. And if it's not over by halftime, then I'd be shocked.
Okay. I mean, what else can I say? 31 points.
We don't give a damn, Cody.
31 points, 31 and a half is a lot of points. UTEP is a very proud franchise. Been down there in El Paso. But, I think OU comes out and hammers the dog shit out of them.
Yeah, absolutely. OU covers. No problem. Easy peasy lemon squeezy here. Unless Gabe Davis just comes out and pulls a whatever that dude's name is last year, pulls the fucking Tulane game here against us. Spencer Rattler. Pulls the Tulane against.
No, Skylar Thompson.
I'm sorry. Dylan Gabriel. I knew that.
You had me confused right there.
Spencer Rattler, the Heisman candidate, Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, him getting ranked at Heisman is stupid.
I think Spencer Rattler has talent. It's just me.
All right, number 7, Utah rolls into Gainesville to face the unranked Florida Gators. Utah's only favored 3.5 here. Florida's starting a new quarterback this year. Anthony, I already forgot his last name. Richardson, yep. Very athletic player, very fast player. I think they're going to run a lot of option plays out of this, a lot of RPOs. This could be a dynamic offense. Florida needs a huge win here to boost their way back into the rankings. Seth, where are you going?
This is Utah, and it's not even close. They got that transfer quarterback in. Yeah, look, now I'm losing names. Like, you know what I mean? But a very good transfer quarterback into Utah. They're fast and they're well coached, which is why they're way up there in the top 10 in the preseason. Obviously, they finished last
Peter Castillo or Castillo.
No, they got some other dude, don't they?
No. That's the guy that transferred out.
Yeah. Who's the guy?
Charlie Brewer, guy from Baylor.
It's somebody else, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Well, then what team am I thinking of? I'm looking like a clown out here on this podcast. Cameron Rising. Cameron Rising is who I'm talking about. He will be the one since transferring in. No, it's Cameron Rising, Cody, and I think he's really good. So I'm easily taking Utah minus the 3, even in the swamp.
Wow.
Yep, Cameron Rising. Okay. Barrett, where are you going? Does Florida conquer in the swamp, or does Utah roll in and take the victory home?
I think this is going to be the as far as seeding goes, I think this is going to be the biggest upset. I think Florida handles business. They got a top 12th in recruiting this year. They got a lot of talent that they've been getting. You know, I'm not like plugged in like I am with Finn's Twitter, but half of Finn's Twitter, they're Florida Gator fans too. So, I mean, there's a lot of hype for Florida this year. I'm not saying they're going to like make huge waves, but I think getting a big opening day win here versus Utah, who's, I don't know, they're decent, I guess. I mean, they won didn't they win their conference last year or whatever? I remember them beating the shit out of who was it? Like Oregon or something? That was funny.
Yeah, they won the Pac-12 last year.
Yeah. So, but they're going to come down. It's going to be hot and muggy down there in the swamp, and I just think they're going to be like huffing and puffing, dude. So I like Florida here in the upset.
100% agree. Give me Florida in the upset.
Whoa!
And I don't think it's close. I think Florida blows the brakes off of Utah.
Wow!
I think they
Y'all are wicked.
absolutely. I think Florida throttles Utah, exposes them.
New coach, new system.
Next week, Utah's gonna be ranked 19th.
New coach, new system. You think they come out and blow out a conference winner?
Yes.
Florida has that ability.
Utah played in a very weak Pac-12 last year. Very weak Pac-12. Oregon was obviously the highlight of the Pac-12, Oregon, and they weren't even like crazy talent. They were crazy talented, but they weren't crazy good. They were good early until they had Utah back to back, and Utah's defense put the clamps on. And I think Florida's a lot faster than Oregon.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, we're moving on to Oregon versus Georgia, and I have a totally different opinion about Oregon this year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I do too.
Give me Oregon beating Georgia.
Oh, my God.
I'm going there too. I'm with
Oh,
you.
my God.
With new quarterback from SEC school Auburn, Bo Nix taking the reins out here at Oregon.
You better clip this for good and bad.
Look, I'm clipping the shit out of it because Georgia lost 9 starters to the draft. 9 starters. That's a big fucking deal. I know they have one of the top recruiting classes in the nation. They finished in top 5.
They're top 5.
But those guys are freshmen. We're talking a primed, pissed off, injury revenge Bo Nix coming back to Oregon. That fast offense, that good O-line, good D-line.
Stinks. The Pac-12
I said they stink last year. They didn't have Bo Nix last year. They got Bo Nix this year, baby.
Vance, let me get in here. Let me get in here on him, Vance. Let me get in here on him.
Get in there.
Bo stinks. They are fast. They're young. They got Bo Nix playing quarterback, so you know that they have quality there. And do you know who Oregon's new head coach is?
No.
You don't know who Oregon's new head coach is?
I don't know. I know he went to Miami.
He was the defensive coordinator for Georgia last year.
Oh, Dan Lanning.
So he's gonna know. He's gonna know what Georgia wants to do. He knows Stetson Bennett. Oregon is gonna win this game, and it's gonna shock a lot of people. That minus 17 is outrageous. I think they cover. I think they win outright. Okay. I think too many losses on Georgia's side of the ball. Oregon is primed, and it's kind of weird because there's a lot of new head coaches this year that have big jobs. But I think this is where Oregon can start taking the run again, the Chip Kelly run. Okay.
So you think Georgia is like the Joe Burrow LSU? You think Georgia was like that last year? You think they're just going to stink all of a sudden because they lost a bunch of starters?
They
just lost a bunch of starters. Georgia's deep as shit. Come on.
They're not going to stink.
They're a reloading, not a rebuilding type of franchise.
Look, Oregon, they don't stink, but Oregon's going to come in and throttle them.
Oh my God. All right.
I'm not going to go on the throttle wagon, but it's going to be a win.
Dude, all right. We'll see next Wednesday.
So you think Georgia covers 17, Barrett?
Clown mask, dude. Huh?
You think Georgia covers 17?
I don't think so. They did. You guys are right. They lost a lot of start NFL and stuff like that, but 17 is a lot versus a revamped Oregon Pac-12 team, I guess. But
that's how bad your take was, Barrett. You got kicked out of here.
It's your internet
here. He doesn't know.
Barrett's internet cutting out. Back him out. Bring him back in.
Nope, it's still.
Yeah. Hang on. We gotta. He's probably still rambling too. Okay. He's gonna leave and come back in because we got to get the rest of Barrett's take here because I'm clipping all this.
I really like it. Whenever you put in the chat and said, what are y'all's takes on these? This is the one game that I'm solely confident in that the upset will happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pre-injury, Bo Nix was electric at Auburn, and you can't deny that. Okay, so when he got injured, he wasn't as good when he came back the first time. Now he's at Oregon, a faster, better system for, I think, his abilities. So, oh man, I think they're going to fucking do good.
Yeah, get rid of the Boost Mobile, Barrett. We need some solid internet connection here. Seth has figured out his internet connection for the last couple of weeks here. Now Barrett's taking a trip down the lane.
Well, I got the OPC running,
Yeah. Who did he even play? Who? Bo Nix?
Go look at Bo Nix versus Alabama that year. I think he beat Alabama.
Bo Nix was electric at Auburn, dude. Auburn quarterbacks just get me going. Oh, Bo Nix is Sam Ehlinger. Listen, if Sam Ehlinger was on Auburn, Sam Ehlinger would have been electric. I'll say that right now, dude. Sam Ehlinger was fucking good. He just had a dog shit roster behind him.
I hate Sam Ehlinger because he went to Texas, but he's athletic.
He's very good. And I hope Sam Ehlinger, when Matt Ryan is done next year, takes over as Colts quarterback. That's where I'm at with it. Will Barrett rejoin this podcast, folks? We don't know.
Man, we might have to just go on, Vance. I mean, he was getting a little heated about Georgia.
Yeah, I think we worked Barrett's internet out. All right, we'll move on, and when he comes back, we'll get his take again. Cincinnati versus Arkansas. This one I was a little weird about because I was like, man, Cincinnati lost a lot of starters again, right? Do they still compete after losing everybody? I don't look. I think Arkansas comes in. Arkansas is favored. I have 17. Arkansas is favored 6. I need to fix that. Arkansas is favored 6. They're not favored 17.
Oh, Arkansas at 6?
Yeah, Arkansas at 6.
I think Arkansas to cover.
Yeah, Arkansas to cover that one.
I don't think Cincinnati's anywhere what they used to be. Desmond Ridder, the 2 starting quarters. I mean, they had Sauce Gardner, who didn't allow a touchdown in his college career. His career. Okay.
Yeah.
They had 2 amazing corners that went to the draft, including him. And then you take away Desmond Ridder, who is a very, very good talent. Like, he's proven that in Atlanta. He's doing good in the preseason. So I don't think Cincinnati's anywhere what their little run was. And Arkansas is kind of getting loaded. I mean, and you had to come into the Razorback Stadium, getting the little woo pig suey, huh? Yeah. So I think Arkansas wins this game by, I would go 21 plus. I would have took 17.
Yeah, I probably would have took 17 too. I think Arkansas blows them out. KJ Jefferson is that dude brings memories of Cam Newton. Just an absolute bully. And that's what KJ Jefferson is, dude. He's a bully.
A mirage, Cody? I think last year was a mirage for Arkansas because they started out 5-0, 6-0. Got hyped.
Very good.
Got hyped way up, and then they had a bad back half of the season. So I think they clean up a lot of stuff. KJ Jefferson's going to lead the team this year, and I think I don't think they win the SEC by no means because I don't think they're that talented. But in this game specifically, yeah, they're going to blow the brakes off Cincy.
Let's see. Arkansas finished 9-4 after starting 6-0.
Yes, bad second half, but you can clean that up.
Yep. So
then Kansas State. Oh God.
Cincy.
Don't get me started on Kansas State winning the Big 12. Damn. Martinez sucks. The fact that Kansas State is getting all the hype with Adrian Martinez at quarter. Deuce Vaughn's really good, but the fact that they're getting all this hype whenever your starting quarterback is the guy who couldn't win in Nebraska.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. He uses his leg more than he uses his arm.
Yep. We might be out Barrett for the rest of the show. I don't know. He's having some technical difficulties. I think the Georgia thing really got his internet going. We just crapped that thing out. But we'll move on to Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Ohio State favored 17.5. I did take couple notes on this game, not a lot. Notre Dame is coming in with a new head coach, and they need a huge, huge win. And this win will do it to solidify them as a top 4 going forward. But if they lose this, I think Notre Dame falls out of the top 10 if they lose this game. Even though Ohio State's number 2, I think this is a statement for college football. If Notre Dame comes in here and wins, they're a top 4 program. If they lose, they're out of the top 10. That's just where I am.
I don't think Notre Dame comes close to winning this game.
No.
Okay. Yeah, they got Marcus Freeman. They're excited to play for their new coach, but like Notre Dame is losing kind of momentum on their recruiting show for 2023. Why is that? I don't know. I can't even think of any notable names on Notre Dame's roster. And you don't have to have notable names to be good in college, right? You can come out of nowhere. You can make a name for yourself. But I don't think they're a top 5 team. I don't think they're a top 10 team. And I think Ohio State's going to prove to you why this year that they are amongst the elite and Notre Dame should not be. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold a grudge against Notre Dame because they refuse to join a conference. And don't tell me, they've been trying, because they've had years to join conferences, but they sit in the Freelander so they can play who they want when they want. And there's an obvious reason that this game is scheduled week 1.